Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So it is officially the middle of December. We are, how many days we have left? I don't know, it's the 15th. We have 10 days until Christmas. And so I'm just kind of getting prepped and ready and thinking about our little break, and we are all looking forward to just a little bit of a break for our little, I don't know, winter holiday, Christmas break, whatever you want to call it. Both my kids have off school, I have off of work, my husband has off of work. We are thinking of different activities and stuff to go and do with the kids, but I was kind of, again, thinking back to the last few years I've been able to take off of work, which I'm so blessed I'm able to be able to, not everybody does. And I usually tend to pick up a big old fat book to devour. Last year I devoured Fountains of Silence. I think I read that thing in 2 days, and that's not a small book. It is, I think it is YA, but it's not small. So I was thinking about that. I've considered, I have some Once Upon a Book Club book boxes that I haven't read yet, so I was thinking about that, and I kind of just started compiling this pile of books as options, just so I don't forget kind of what stuck out to me when I was perusing the old shelves back here. So I thought I'd share with you kind of what I have in mind, and maybe you can give me some ideas and some comments and let me know which one's gonna really grab me and bring me into it, or maybe if it's not. So we'll start with the big old books and kind of go from there. So not that this is huge. I wouldn't say it's huge, but I mean, we are talking almost 500 pages, which is decent. I'm thinking anything 400 and above. So this is Kate Morton's The House at Riverton. This follows Grace, who, and of course Kate Morton, there's dual timelines and there's some sort of mystery and some sort of coming together in most of her books, it's a trope I absolutely love. So this follows Grace Bradley. She was a servant in the Riverton house. In 1924, she helped take care of the two daughters. So there's Hannah and Emmeline. And Hannah, Emmeline, and Grace were witness to the death of a young poet who shot himself at a society party. So now Grace is living out the last days of her life in a nursing home. She gets visited by a young director who's making a film about this poet and starts asking some questions, takes Grace back to Riverton, and I believe some memories start coming to the surface that maybe weren't always there. She goes right back to the memories of that last few days within that story and as far as what happened. So I'm sure there's more juicy secrets that are involved because it's Kate Morton's style. But I just know that I will always get sucked into these books, and I love how she has them structured, because she'll end something in one time period on somewhat of a cliffhanger and then throw you to the future, the past, or whatever. So you kind of have to get through the next section to come back to what was pulling you in. So she's fantastic that way. So that's kind of one option. The other option I have, we have Dragonfly by Leila Meacham. This was a book exchange book that Sarah gave me from last year, so it's been too long. Leila Meacham, I love how she writes. I loved her book. I've read Somerset and Roses so far. This one's a different take. This is World War II historical fiction taking place in Paris, I believe, and there's American spies involved. So all, again, tropes that I love. It's just a huge book and kind of intimidates me a bit because we're talking over 500 pages for this one. But this cover, let's just take a moment to love this cover. So that's another option. Have I read a World War II in a while? I think it's been a little bit. So there's an option. I just don't know. I don't know where to go. I could read all of these. The next is The Chestnut Man by Soren Sveistrup. I don't know. All I know is it's a thriller, whatever, it's 500 pages. I haven't been hearing the best things about it, so I'm a little skeptical. So tell me if this is going to keep me engaged the entire 500 pages. I've just heard that it's a little longer than it needs to be. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I'm in a thrillery mood too, so this is also on my pile. And again, I don't like to know too much about them before I go in. Then we have This Tender Land. Again, another one on my pile that I've been wanting to pick up by William Kent Kruger. This is, how big are we? Over 400. So this is 1930s in Minnesota. The Lincoln Indian Training School is a pitless place where Native American children are forcibly separated from their parents and sent there to be educated. Odie is one of them. and his brother Albert are the only white faces among the hundreds of Native American children at the school. After committing a crime, Odie and Albert are forced to flee for their lives along with their best friend Moose. Yeah, they steal away on a canoe heading for the mighty Mississippi in search of a place to call home. I've heard wonderful things about this one, so this is my other option. So those are 4 rather big books that I've been thinking about. I have 3 Once Upon a Book Club boxes to go through that I could also work with. I know one's Midnight Library, and I can't think of the other ones. I think I'm even getting another one. I think the Christmas, or the Christmas box, I think is supposed to be coming. It's too many. So then the other thought I had was, do I use this time to introduce myself to a new author? So I've been hearing really great things about Kristen Harmel. This is The Winemaker's Wife. Not a super big book, $3.83, but nothing to shy away from. So we are in Champaign, 1940, at the beginning of the Second World War. So we have Innes is married to Michael, and they own a picturesque champagne house near Reims, France. It should be an idyllic life, but Inez, who's often treated like a childbearer husband, hold please. Okay, so this sounds like we have dual timelines. We have 1940 and 2019. So we have Inez and Michael, and then Theo and Celine also are there. They all kind of treat Inez like a child. I'm not really sure how that part plays into it yet, but we'll find out. So they're Inez and Celine, the 2 women, kind of take it upon themselves to do something about the rumors that are going around about Jewish people. It sounds like something happens. I don't know what. They make a terrible mistake with a Nazi collaborator. You know what I mean. So then we fast forward to present day. We have Liv Kent, and her feisty grandmother shows up and says they have to go to Paris to uncover her family's history and go from there. So there's one. Kristen Harmel, I've heard great things, so I could pick that up. Another one is I haven't read any Beatrice Williams, and I have a few of her books as well. This is The Summer Wives. This takes place after World War II. This is like 1950s, after a number of women are left widows because their husbands passed away in the war, and they're kind of on their second marriages and kind of seeing how the family dynamic starts shifting after that. So I have this book to choose from as well. And then my last thought was, do I pick up a duology and just power through Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, which I have yet to read, and I feel like everyone on earth has read this duology before. So that's my other option. I don't know where to go. The other one too, I have to read like Lisa Wingate's Book of Lost Friends, because that is for a book club that's beginning of January, so I can pick that up. What's the other one? I don't know. Plus I have all the Advent books that I just got as well that are sitting right there, like enticing me to come and pick them up and read them too. Oh, and another really big one. I just bought this through a sale on Instagram from, the Book Porter. She'll sell her books every so often, and I picked up Beneath the Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. This takes place in Italy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, during World War II. So there's another option, and this one's a beefy one as well, 500 pages. So I have lots of options. The problem is, which one do I pick? So leave a comment below and let me know what you think I should pick up during my winter break. Let me know if you come up with a TBR or a list of books you want to kind of tackle while you're home and doing nothing else, because that's what we've been doing all year. But anyways, let me know, comment below, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.